Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Yesterday, we moved into the barn. It's so peaceful out here. It's nice. Nature. Gas marts arrived, so we've got all of our deliveries that we ordered. We're ready to crack on and get started with the day. Now, we've got a lot of stuff we need to do, so let's first just focus on grabbing this Coke that we ordered, getting that into the mixers, and getting these products organised. Just much cleaner now. We've got so much more space to play with. Makes things much nicer and much easier. Okay, so all of this is working. The drying racks are good. We need to hire somebody today, so we're going to do that to bring people in here to work on this. We don't need it right now, but that is going to be our next point of call. Alright, we need some drugs. That's fine. They only want 2. That's fine. We'll do that. We're going to set all drugs. Not to tonight. We will do it this morning. We just need to make sure we've got drugs on us. Let me just pop out here to the van. We need to get the second ingredient. So remember, we've already got the second ingredient actually. We brought it with us. Just got to remember where I put it. Maybe I didn't bring it with me and I need to go and get it. Okay. That does make sense. Let's take some of this. We need to take the drugs that we've got with us. Unless it's in the van. It's not in the van. Alright, let's go and grab... Let's go and grab what we need. Some more bits. Good news is the police aren't going to stop us today. We're not going to make a load of money this morning, but we will... We will head down. We'll sell these drugs that we've got. That's actually just here, so let's just jump out and go and do this quickly. We only need to do 2, so it'll take a second to do this. Cool. Let's go back, jump into the vehicle. Alright, we're going to head over. No roadblock, which is nice. That means we can come straight down. Hopefully we won't kill anyone in the road because we're going too fast. Nearly killed that policeman there. That could have been really problematic. Alright, everyone's just chilling outside here. We're going to have a look in here. And yes, that's what we wanted. Those items. There's 2 of them there. There's 2 of them there. We'll take those with us. Okay. What else do we need to take with us at the moment? We need to have a look at all of the other items that we need to take. For now, not important to take everything, but we do want to make sure that we don't leave much behind. So we can take, in terms of this, all of these jars. We can load everything up in the back of the van. Get that over. Also, we want to make sure that we're doing these drugs. So we'll say, sure thing. We'll do that this afternoon, though. Again, it's going to be a quiet day today in terms of business. But what we're going to do is just move everything over now. All of this can kind of stay here for now. We can even leave the package in here. We can leave this shelf here. We're going to take a few of the other bits with us, though. So we'll take this stuff that we need. We'll take that shelf as well. We'll take these bits. Just going to load that van up. Good. A van is now loaded and ready to go. We're just going to grab a few more bits for our personal inventory. We'll take that one with us. And we're not going to be able to get all of this stuff with us, and that's okay. And we're not going to be able to get all that. We will take this with us, though. All right. And the 4 beds will stay here. You know what? We're going to take the lamp as well. All right. So, a few bits that will stay there. We'll take a bit of meth. Not too much. And everything else will stay here. We'll just leave it as it is for now. So, this still works. All right. Let's head back. And the key for us right now is to get back. We need to go next to the parking garage. We're just going to drop that off because we've got it with us. We want to go up this way anyway, so it kind of makes sense for us to stop just about here. And just run over here. Alright, he wants 2, so... Oh, we actually don't have it. It's in the van. We made a mistake. Let's go back to the van. Just swap that over. Could have got an early bonus there. It's okay. That's what we wanted. We'll grab that instead. So he just wants 2. We'll keep him happy. We need a little bit of money, so it's good to get that. The other thing we need to do, and we'll do it in a minute, is go to the hardware store. We need to be able to go and get some shelving. Oh, sorry, policeman. Right, remembering where we're going and what we want to do, we need to go right here and then left. There's the hardware store. We can come back there in a minute. We don't have to go all the way back to the original hardware store now. We can just simply use this one. Alright, this is an order that we can do. We will say yes to this one, but we just want to go and grab everything and put it in here for now. So, right, just chuck that there for now, just temporarily. And then we're going to carry on building out this middle section, which is cool. We'll even grab that, put that down there for now. Cool. Alright. So, a few items that we want to chuck in here. We need that. We actually need a bit more of this, so we'll take those with us later. Okay, in the middle section here, we'll chuck those. Just keeping an eye on what we've got here. Alright. So, in the back of the van, we want to grab these, because that was next on our list. Also grab the shelves while we're here. Again, going to keep working on these shelves. We can leave a little gap if we want to at this point, just so we can get through in case we want to, just to stop us keep running around. This is going to be like a nice little throughput here anyway. Doesn't quite line up perfectly because that's halfway over, but we could put a smaller one in here. I quite like having the bigger ones. It's fine. It works. And we don't need to mess about. What we could also do is put these up and move them back one, just so we've got an extra gap here. And I think that's what we'll end up doing, just to give this a little bit more space. So we'll line this all up so it's perfect. We'll do that in a bit. Not right now, though. But now what we're going to do is just take out what we got, put this in with this, and we're going to continue the next stage. Also quite like the idea of being able to turn around here and not mess about. So again, what we could do, if we don't want to put these on the inside, if you decide you don't want them there, we can actually put them on the outsides as well. It's where I'd prefer to put them. So we'll put them out here like this. And they just run down the sides, things like that. So all the way along the outside, we can do that. The only problem we've got here is if we put this one in, we can't put another big one in because it doesn't fit. Oh, we can, sorry, it does work. We can't get through, so, okay. Let's do that. That's fine, and if we need to get through, we can get through here, and we'll be able to get through here. So we can actually now, we'll be able to move these up a little bit, so there's no gap here. And that works fine, we'll do that. Just tweaking, just changing things, making it, you know, ideal for us. Alright, let's go for the next ingredient. We know we're going to want these, so we can go and set these up and get them ready. Alright, so now this is working and we're happy with it. Feels a lot cleaner, a lot less running around. That's nice. We need to go back to the construction site. Let's just grab a few of the items out of here, get rid of them. We're just dumping everything off of here at the moment, just to get rid of it, just to empty out the van. Right, we're going to go and sell all the drugs. So, alright, next thing we need to do, all of the drugs, we're going to say yes to them, but we're going to do them all late tonight. All late tonight. We need to go and sell the drugs that we've already agreed. And we also need to go shopping, so we're going to go and do that right now before it gets too late. So we need to go to the construction site, which unfortunately is miles away, and not really where we want to be going. We also need to buy some more shelving. So we're going to go and grab the shelving now real quick. We can do that from the hardware store here. So we'll just run inside here. We're going to place this order. We're going to say yes. We're going to buy this large storage shelf. We're going to go ahead and say we want to buy 10 of them. Alright, that will do for now. Okay, now we're going to go and get to the construction site. That's quite a journey to get there, so we're going to have to make sure we get there as quick as we can. Hopefully there's no roadblocks or police in the way. There is a roadblock, okay. Annoyingly, they're not going to let us through. We're just going to run around. We're almost there anyway. We don't have our skateboard with us, but we've got 20 minutes to do this order. We'll get it in. He wants 4. We're actually going to give him 5. Okay. Okay. Right, well, I'll make you an offer. Do you want one? No. Do you want one of these? Yep. Do you want 2 of these? No. Just give you one. Okay. We're okay for cash right now. There's nothing else we need to buy. We'll take the van and we'll head back. Alright. Everything else can wait till tonight. It's just not an important priority. The hardware store is probably going to be closed by now. There is a loading bay. One of the cool things is if we go into the loading bay and we park there, we can load it straight up. Hold on a minute. Did we not put... Oh, we didn't purchase them. That was my bad. Good job I got back here, really. Also, it's worth noting the time that they shut. So they shut at 8 PM. Just made it back in time. We're not worried about the rest of the drugs. We'll sort those out later. Let's go and sort... Let's go and sort our warehouse out. Or our barn out. Okay, here we are. So we can put these here. That works out really well. We've got those all the way down the side there. We can put more along here as well. So what we'll do is just remove that and that one. And then we'll put here and here. So there's 2 there. We can actually pick this up as well. We can put 2 along here and here. Right, so that's those 2 done. We could, if we wanted to, put 2 here and here as well. And we can do the same there and we can move the rest of the stuff up. So if we wanted more storage at the start, we can do that. Just pick those up. That becomes all of our storage around the edge now. And then what we can have is the... well, let's just say we can pick up the stuff that we don't need. And we can move it. So let's take this bed. We don't need to take this bed upstairs right now. We can actually put a bed underneath here, but we can't go directly under the stairs. So we can have a little gap here, and that actually can fit down. Now, if we want to put it in the edge, we can put it like this. So that can be our little bed. And if we want to move this, we can actually move this. So our little bed is just there like that. It's going to stick out a little bit, but it works. Again, if we want to do ours, we can do that. But I don't like the fact that it sticks out there. So I prefer to have it like that with a little gap. And yeah, that's nice and chill in the corner there. That's fine. We'll just move our lamp. And then what's really cool is we can put the lamp, if we wanted to, right by the bed. Alright. Now, there's not enough room to put those, but we can put 2 more of these here. We've only got 1 more there, so that's fine. Alright, we're good. Everything that we need laid out is now done. We're kind of chilled at the moment. If we wanted to, we could do like a little 2 here, just so we've got a little bit to come in or out with. Or if we really wanted to, we can put it there like that, because when the doors are open, still that little bit of space there, which is nice. Just to have something by the door in case you want to run out and go. We're going to put the packaging station on this side for now, just temporarily. And that allows us also to move over and put these here. So we'll have 2 chemistry stations here. So 2 fit perfectly in this gap here. Just like it was designed this way. Alright, so we've got our little 2 here. Oh, there's a 2 that we're missing from here, actually. So we do need to buy a couple more 2s, just to put them in there. But otherwise, this works really well. We're going to go ahead and pick up the rest of the drugs. So in order to do that, we're going to take these beans and we're just going to finish off this mix. Last part of what we need. And again, lots of just sorting things out today, moving things around, figuring out where we want stuff to go. And it's a little bit of trial and error. So that van's now empty, that will go. These guys that want the orders, we can go ahead and do that. Yes, we can absolutely do that. We'll do it all tonight, late at night. Alright, so because we've got packaging here, it makes a lot of sense for us to put packaging over here. So what we'll do is we'll pick up packaging. And we're just temporarily right now going to put these down here. Maybe we'll sort this out in the future. For now, we just want empty jars, anything like that. So jars can go on this one. You can have these here. That works well. If we're going to have other items, so for example, over here, we're going to have cooking station. So maybe we want to go for 4 of these. Well, actually, maybe we should just go for 3. Okay, so that's going to be 3 on there, and then we can go for 3, 3, and 3 there as well. And then if we need anything else, again, maybe we can put it on this side. So we can have this as kind of a little space here. Now, again, we need to put one on here, like a little 2, which we don't have at the moment. So we'll just put these on here temporarily, just for now. And it kind of makes sense for these to be on a bigger one anyway. We want to fill this up on here. So that's going to be for these. We can put some more across the back later when we get them. But for now, that's fine. So what I'd like to do is have a couple along the back here. And that'll be all of the materials that we need. So this one, for example, we'll take that one, pick it up. We'll move it. We haven't got enough space at the moment, so we'll just dump a couple of bits we don't need there. Pick this up, and again, we're just figuring out the best way for things to go. So that will go there, that will go there. It would actually leave a gap if we did that. That's fine. So again, we have to kind of figure out what works. So if we did this from here, because we could put a 2 on the end there if we did that. That would do that. That would do that to there. We could put a 2 on the end. Or if we push that out 1 and push that out 1, we then have a 3 gap. And that would actually fit in here. So we could put 1, 2, and we could put 3 big ones along the back here, which I think is kind of better, and I prefer that. I also like the idea of trying to move the lamp. It's sometimes a bit of a challenge to get it in this spot because you can't move it. So I'd like the idea of it being there, but it just doesn't quite fit. Doesn't quite work, unfortunately. So you can put it there and turn it on. Wherever you want to put it, doesn't really matter. But I do quite like the idea of it being, let's just say, somewhere where when I turn it on I can see a little bit better. It's not quite in my way. So again, it's more about what we're trying to do now is aesthetics. Right, we're trying to make sure that everything just looks as good as it can look. So when we wake up in the morning, we can see the time. All good. All right. That's all there. We've got to get some more storage. We'll figure that out later. So all of that's done. All of that's done. All good. I think at the moment we're just going to take a couple of these just from here, because we're not going to use those just yet. And we can just finish out building out this section so it's at least completed. Right, so there is a gap there. Again, it depends on whether we want 2 on the back and 2 little ones and a little one in the middle, or whether we want to do these. Because the little one holds 4, by the way, whereas these only hold 8. So, you know, sometimes it could be better to have little ones in there as well. Do a little bit with them, but yeah, we're going to keep these big ones here. We can keep the little ones there. We can even put, if we wanted to, we can put another big one down here. And then have a gap, so we can do that as well. So we can actually take out this one if we wanted to. But I quite like the idea of having this. But you really just have to decide what works for you. Like, aesthetically, there's no right or wrong answer here. You've just got to find a design that you like that works for you. I quite like the idea of being able to run through here and having this gap, which is kind of why I wanted that little gap there. But again, you figure out what works for you. Now, in terms of at the back here, we can put these down. This is going to be kind of our... What I would tend to do here is have one of these that is just for this. Then I would have one that is for both. the seeds. This is going to be for the extra, the soil, the seeds, and all of the things. So this is going to be where they're going to take from. They'll take from the middle, and then you'll feed in from either end. Is the way that I would tend to do this. And you can actually back out here. So if you wanted to, you could have like a couple of extra racks here, a couple of extra racks here, so you can deepen out. You'd lose the ability to come along here, but that's fine because you can come along here instead. So that also works. So just, again, have to decide how you want to play with this and what you want to do. But all good. Right. Can't reach the light switch there. We want to keep it all on anyway. But just bear that in mind. Just for the lights and stuff that we've got going on. Alright. So drying racks. They're done, which is good. So we can now move this on to the next slot. So then we need to think about, okay, if we've got these, well, where are they going to go next? So once these are dried, what's the next part of the process? Well, they need to go in the middle here, right? So these are going to be ready to go on, and then these are going to be done. So these are going to be, we'll change these over. So these ones are done. These ones are going to be ready to go on. Good. Now this is actually a medium storage. We need to change this. And we can play about with this later. Let's just lift these out because these are actually done. So then once they're completed, they need to go over to packaging, right? We need to sort that out. So again, another thing to sort out at the moment. Put those over there for now. And then we can look at what we need to move and how we need to move it. So let's just say we want to pick this up and move it. Maybe we don't want to have a gap. It works even better. And now it's all nice and lined up. Still got the gap down the middle, so that's fine. But that's actually a small one. We need to have a large. So what I want to do is take this out, lift this up. Kind of want to do the same with this, but difficult because of space at the moment. So we'll just utilize some of this for now, just so that we can clear these out. This is a large one now, and that large one is going to go here. So we've still got that gap along here. We've got a large one in here instead. I'm also going to pick out a couple of these, just temporarily, because I want to build out the middle section. So we're going to have 3 along here like this. Alright, so you got a gap here. Now, again, depending on how you want to do this, if we wanted to, we could leave a nice little gap. Now you're trying to line these up so that they're perfect, right? There's always going to be a little bit of overshoot here. Now, depending on how you do this, if you do that, it's going to sit in a little bit. If you do that, it's going to sit out a little bit. It doesn't actually matter where it goes. What's really cool about this is if I'm going to do from here, I can still do this, look, all the way along. So if I wanted to do this, I can still go along to here. So that does work. The reason I'm sharing that with you is because if you do this, you've now got a little gap that you can run through. So if that little gap is important to you, you can still create it. All right, let's just chuck these in here just for a moment while we sort these out. We're going to move these. And then this one obviously is going to need to go at some point as well. So we'll work on getting rid of that. So at the moment, we've got these standard ones. In fact, that is sour diesel. It's a different colour. You can kind of see it's a slightly different colour. So we'll get rid of all of those. Alright, that little one needs to go. I'm going to just put this kind of sour diesel down here for now out of the way. I'm just going to take this this little one out. Good, get rid of that. And then just temporarily, not for long, but just temporarily, we're going to put these here just so we can dump this stuff on them. Clear out this area. Alright. So, these ones are the OG Kush that are now done, right? This is all the stuff we don't care about. This is normal OG Kush. This is all good stuff. So the good stuff now that's done is going to have to come over onto the outside here, right? So this is ready for packaging. So this needs to be over here, ready for packaging. Cool. This is actually also ready for packaging. So we've got packaging around the outside here. Over here. So this is going to be all of the meth products. Once the meth products are done, this is all going to be kind of storage along here. So meth products and everything, all packaging goes along here. So this is ready for packaging. This is packaging. This is all products coming in, ready for meth. You get the idea. All right. So now we've got these sections in the middle here all kind of worked out, and we'll get some better lighting and stuff. Anything that's a poor quality is going to have to go here because that's ready to go on the drying rack. Okay, so anything that's to do with this goes along here. That's cool. Anything to do with drying racks goes on in the middle here. And then anything that's, once it's dried, gets pushed down here. And pushed down, and then, again, stand here. So all of this actually needs to sit in here. And if we want to base it on quality, we can do that as well. So we've got this one here. These ones as well. And then once they're done, they're going to come down to here. Like so. And these are ready to go in. It doesn't matter how we do it. You get the idea. We can have one and then we can have an overflow. So we have it all on one side. Then we have an overflow. It's a little bit dark in here. We can turn our flashlight on so we can see better. It does make life a lot easier if we do that. Alright, now these ones are done and ready to be packaged. Now we don't want to leave these here. That's not ideal. So instead we're going to put them on this side here. That's ready to go as well. Good. Packaging along there. That's good. Ready to go. Nice. Kind of feel like we've made some progress. These again, ready to be packaged. Oh, this is just OG Kush. So this isn't done yet. So OG Kush. This is ready to go in. Cool. So that's ready to go in to be mixed. Cool. Nice. All right. Lots and lots of space. All good so far. Everything makes sense. You might want to leave a little gap. It's up to you if you do. Don't have to, but if you want to, you can leave a little gap here. I don't really like the idea of leaving a gap. But it's, again, completely up to you. If you feel like it's better to. Like if it feels like having a bit of separation makes a difference, or it makes just makes the process better for you, you can do that. I quite like having the idea of being able to bring the truck in the back, but you can also do that. Creates a little bit of separation in here, but again, it's totally up to you. We can then put another one along the back there. And again, it just breaks it all up. If we want to, we can put another drying rack in. Not that we need to, but we could put another 2 drying racks in. Do a little bit more if we need to as well. So, all right. So we've got our separation now. That's good. We'll just do this one as well. So again, you're trying to make sure you line everything up so it's all matching. That's the key here. Nice little gap here that we can get through. Same here. Nice little gap we can get through. Kind of feels good. Feels like everything is clean. Alright, so now everything's done. These are products that are ready to go out the door. So we're going to put those by the door. This is what's coming in, right? Because once everything's packaged, it's going to be over this side. So we'll leave these as by the door ready to go out. And we'll leave all this. This is actually just crap on here at the moment, so we're just going to leave that as a dumping ground. And we'll need, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 8 large shelves and 1 small shelf. Although I know we have a small shelf. Oh, yeah, we put it by the door, didn't we? So then we need 1, 2 small shelves as well. And we'll grab this one and we'll put this up there so it's done. And then we'll get the 2 by the door once they're ready. Beautiful. That can just kind of live here for now on this dumping shelf. Alright, so we know what we need. 2 small, 8 large. That's what we need to bear that in mind for next time we go shopping. Alright, let's go and do our orders. So we've got quite a few orders we need to do. We've got some Kush. Actually, I think before we do anything, we need to make some more. Take these, we'll take these. Just make some more up. Okay, so what else are we going to take with us? We'll take that with us. We need a little bit of meth as well. So we'll take that and that. And take that. Alright, so we've got all the stuff that we need with us to sell. We don't need that one at the moment. We'll leave that there. Okay, we also need to go and get beds. So we need to go and buy beds. We'll do that with cash. We're going to go and buy... Again, we can have up to 10 people in here, right? So we need to figure out the bed layout and how that's going to work. So we'll get all the beds. We'll buy 10 beds. We can take the van with us. And then we need to go and hire staff as well. But hiring staff is going to be expensive. Just try and turn this van around. It is quite difficult during the night. Right, just looking at where we need to go. Okay, behind a diner is going to be one of the first ones. Gonna leave the van there for now. We're gonna do everything on foot. So I believe, just looking at where we got to go. Yeah, behind a diner. Let's do that one first. That's over here. So here's a diner. All right, we've got 2 of these going out. By the way, in case you didn't know it, you can actually jump into these if you need to. If you're getting chased by the police, you can jump in these. And then you can close this. You can hide from the police in here if you need to. Just so you know. Alright, let's head down. We should have our skateboard on us really. It would be ideal. Speak to our dealers.
Yeah.
Get the money off of them.
Yeah.
Do you still have any gear left? Yeah, he's got loads. Good. Alright, we've got one here. Oh, she wants that. She doesn't care. She's got very low standards, so we'll just give her that. Still helps to get rid of it. Oh, we missed one behind Thrifty Fred's. Okay, we'll do that on the way back. We'll go basketball cape. We've got the skate park as well. Let's do skate park. Making some decent money now so we can hire everyone. The key tonight is to be able to hire everyone we need. And get all the staff. So she just wants 3 with low standard. That's good. Whilst we're here, we'll speak to Benji. Take the money off of him. Just check how he's doing for gear. Yep, he's got loads on him. He's fine. Oh, God, it scared me. Always scares me when they do that. It kind of gives you that, what the hell? You're not expecting it. Very, very clever the way it works. Alright, we'll give you 3. She's not happy. Bev, can I offer you a deal? 2. There we go. Peter, can I offer you a deal because I haven't given you anything today? 3 for you as well. And, oh, no, not happy. Okay. Go to Mrs. Ming. Can I offer you a deal? Good. I've just got 2 more to sell, so that's fine. No, they're not coming out. Alright, now we need to go to the basketball court. Ah, that's why you're already here. Right, 5 meth, low standards. We'll do 50 threads, thrifty threads in a minute. Now, I don't think anyone's going to open their door because they don't normally at night. Oh, Meg's going to come out. Okay. Meg, can I offer you a deal? We'll just do one. Knock again for Kyle. Can we offer you a deal, sir? We'll do 2. And then Austin. Nice. That worked out really well. Next house. George, can we offer you a deal, sir? Yep, we'll do you 3. I've got 2 left, which I need to do here behind the brown apartment, so I'm not going to sell those. I will knock here, though, and get some money. She's still got gear, so that's fine. You want these 2? Oh, no, you want 5 meth. Ah, okay. Low quality, that's fine. And we've got 2 more that we need to sell. We've got a bit of meth we can get rid of. We'll get rid of all of that. Right, that's all the poor quality meth gone. That's good. Alright, 15 grand in cash at the moment. That is crazy. Let's go do this last order real quick. Just get rid of it. We're going to make the rest of the deposit that we need to make. So we've hit our 10 grand limit. That's great. She wants those 2. Alright, all the orders are done. We need to hire people, please. I want to hire an employee. Alright, botanist, please. And I want to keep them in the barn. Alright, it's a 1,400 signing fee, so it's gone up. Okay, it's a deal. I think at the moment, we've got that. We're going to want a cleaner as well. So we'll put a cleaner into the barn as well. It's 1,000. We'll do that. And then we want to hire another employee. This one's going to be a handler. We need a chemist, right? So we'll do a chemist as well, because we will need one. In the barn. 2,000 signing fee. Yep, we'll do that. Okay, and then we want to do a handler. Again, in the barn. 1,500. Now we're actually going to need more than one handler, so we want to hire another handler. In the barn. Done. That's all of our employees done now. We've still got some cash on us, but we've just spent a heck of a lot of cash. Don't think we need to purchase anything else at this stage. Oh no, we need the beds, don't we? So we want 10 beds. Done. That's it. That's all the cash spent that we need to do. So now we just need to kind of get out of here, get back in our van and head home. Now we could launder the launder some cash, but we, to be honest, not going to bother. Going to head down here, then do a left, and then straight up. We know where we're going now. So again, second part of admin today that needed to be done. Tomorrow morning we just need to make sure that we get enough. There's all of our people that we need. Right, we're going to do a delivery. So we're going to make sure we get a delivery from the... doesn't matter where it comes from. We'll do it from Gasmart. If we look at the price of things... Same price anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So we'll do it from here. We're going to go for 80. We're going to go for 80. We're going to go for 80 and 80. That's going to come into loading dock. So we're going to go to barn. Loading dock 1. All right, we're going to place that order. This one's going to be loading dock 2. Now we can go ahead and do the same thing. So from the other place. So 80, 80, 80 and 80. Place order. So now we've got 2 deliveries coming. Alright. Now we need to go and put the beds down. So we've still got quite a lot of work to do today. We're not quite finished yet. And in terms of getting those beds out and where you want to put them, you can do 2 like that, but then you're going to have to do kind of like this. So you've got to try and figure out like the best way to do them, right? And how it works. Now the problem is, because that's there, we can't put one in there. So we can do one like that. But what we're trying to do is figure out with this space, like how best to get them in, right? Because we've got to try and figure out how to maximize this space. So if we put one in there, we put one in there, we can't get one in there. So that's the annoying thing. So we can get 2 in that way, but in the same space, if we do this, we can get 3 in that gap. Okay, and it's the same thing here. So we can put one in here, but then we've got a gap on the side. So if we do this way, it's not quite working because we've got that little bit of a gap there, but that's actually fine because we can move these over. Just depending on which way you want to do it. If we did this one, moved it over, we could do it like that. But again, then we're struggling there, right? So just trying to find the best route to get these in. If we do this, can't remember how I did this now. Oh, I think I did it that way. Nope, can't do it that way. So that has to go that way because that's 2 there. And then I think that one, yeah, can't do that one either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can't quite get that last one in there, which is a little bit frustrating. That's fine. It still works like that, though. Just that one pole there that's a little bit annoying. Doesn't quite fit. Especially having that one. Oh, unless I move that one back. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, it has to go like that. So it's kind of the best way to do it. So that's all of the beds upstairs, and then if I want to, as I said, I can put a bed down here. I can put a couple more down. I'm honestly not that bothered by it, to be honest. It's fine. I'll just leave that bed on there for now. In case I need more people, I can bring them in. So as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up top. Room for a little bit more storage and stuff if you need it. And then you want, this will be 10, and then if you want to put another one down, that would technically be like 11. So if I needed another bed, I can put it there like that. So however you want to do it, doesn't really matter, but that's going to be our bed. Okay. And then if we've only got one person that we're paying, or one simple person we're paying, we can put them here. It just saves us going upstairs. So I just prefer to have that there. So when I'm looking at, for example, who I'm going to start with, we want to assign pots, right? So James Lewis, we're going to give you your bed. Because you're doing the agriculture, we're going to put you down here. And this is going to be your bed. In terms of your supplies, we've already told you you're going to be using this middle section. In terms of your pots that you're going to be using, you're going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pots. Alright, so just need to do the 7th one. There we go, 7 pots. So the 7 pots are done. That's good. Now what we need to do is manage the pots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the seed that's going in is going to be OG Kush seed for this. OG Kush seed is what's going to go in. Additive 1. Oh, sorry, the destination. So once all of these are finished, we're going to put them onto here, like so. And we can actually split these up if we want to. So we can do like half on one and half on the other. Actually doesn't matter. So if we wanted to, for example, move this one up to here. And then what we can say is we're going to go pot 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We're going to manage those, and their destination is going to be this one here. And additive 1 is going to be PGR to give it more yield. So the first thing we want to do is give it more yield. Now the thing is, if we're giving it more yield, it's going to lose its thing, so we're going to need to get fertilizer as well. So that will stabilize it to where it needs to be. Alright, then we're going to do pot number 5 and 6. We're going to manage just these 2 pots. Oh. So now we're going to unselect these ones. Just select these 2. Actually, no, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll change this one. Unselect those. This one here, we're going to do this one in the middle with nothing. So that's going to be the one that has nothing. It's just standard. All right, so we're going to have 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Perfect. And then one that's standard. So manage pot, manage pot, manage pot. These 3 are also going to have the same. They're going to have this first, and then fertilizer if it's available. And that destination is going to be this one on this side here. Cool. So additives, no additives, additives. So we've got 3 12s, 3 12s. Okay, that's going to be 60. Sorry. That's going to be 72. And then an 8 here, that's going to be 80 in total. Perfect. They're going to come onto the middle. So that's everything that we need to do there. That's done. So first person is now set up. This has just arrived, which is great. So then we're going to have a cleaner. So let's go ahead and assign a bed to the cleaner. So cleaner will just keep nice and simple. If you want you to clean, you're going to come from here. That's your bed. Right, we're going to assign a trash can. Trash can's simply going to be that one. Done. Cleaner is done. Nice and simple for the cleaner. Alright, this one. Hold on. Chemist. We're going to give the chemist a bed. So because I'm not going to use the chemist all the time at the moment, it'll make sense for me to have the chemist bed to be... I've only got one chemist at the moment, so chemist bed can be here. Now we need to assign the stations. So we can assign to 4 stations, so we're going to say 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. 4 stations assigned. So we'll work down, do job, put it in, fine. What we could also do, if we wanted to, just to make it a little bit easier, is we can pick that one up. We can also pick this one up. And we can have the 2 ovens in the middle. We can have the 2 chemistry on the outside, so from one to the other, that's even better. Alright, let's go and just update this. So from chemist, we're going to go chemistry station to lab oven, and then we're going to go, in fact, we're going to go chemistry station to lab oven, and we're going to go chemistry station to lab oven. Done. Perfect. Right, now we need to manage the chemistry station. So the recipe is going to be liquid meth. The destination is going to be here. Done. This one is going to be liquid meth. Destination to here. Done. Then what we're going to have is from here, the destination. So don't forget, we're going to have all this liquid meth, right? So where do we want it to go? Well, it's going to have to go into mixing, and it's not quite ready for it yet. So we have to figure out. So for us, I think we have one going on here, like so. And we do the same thing here for now. That goes on here as well. And then this one just goes on there like that. So that's all going to get filled up. Nice. So that's now done. That's got all its gear on it. This one needs gear. So we'll just load that up. That's all the meth. Perfect. Now that's actually bagged meth, so we don't want that. That's going to be over here. Cool. Alright, so there's a process there. That's good. That works. So this can be all storage to go in. This can be all stuff to go out. Again, we want to put more in there, so we'll do that later. So we can tweak that if we need to. Alright, so this is meant to be packaged, so that's fine. Yeah, I think meth to be packaged on here. Although, no, actually, it would be better on the other side. Yeah, so let's take that. We're going to change it. So 2 here can be weed, and then these can be... Okay, that can go to there. Perfect. So we're going to go back into here, and we've got the 2 ovens that we're going to manage with the output. Both of the ovens is going to be the same place. They're simply going to go to here. Cool. Because it's just less to manage on the other part. If we've got 2 of them, it's more to manage, that's all. Alright, so that's done. So then we need to arrange someone to do packaging. So the way packaging is going to work, very simple. We're going to assign you a packaging station. First of all, we need to give you a bed. So this is simply going to be the packager. So we'll put the packager there, and we're going to assign them to a station, and they only have 1 station. Very simple. They're going to work here. That's it. They're just going to work on packaging. And in terms of route, they're going to go from here to here, and then they're going to go from here to here, or they're going to go from here to here. And that's it. And in terms of the output, once the destination is done and it's finished, it's going to go just here. Nice. That's it. And that's ready to go out then. So packaging is now done, and now I need somebody, this guy. This guy's not a packager, but we need to give him a bed. This one is going to be responsible for moving stuff that needs to be moved. Right, so he's not going to be assigned a station, but he's going to have to route all the stuff and move it from A to B. So, for example, we want stuff to go from here into the middle. We want stuff to go from here into the middle. Right, so he's going to keep on top of that. Then also, if we've got any overflows and things that need to happen, he's going to deal with those. So overflow 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. So he'll deal with all of the overflows. The other thing that he's going to do is he's going to be able to move all of these, right? So we're going to have... need to go out and select him again. This guy here is going to be responsible for moving these from here over to this one. And also these from here over to this one. He's also going to be responsible for moving these ones from here over to this one. And actually, I'm going to get rid of these 2 at the here, and then he's going to be responsible for this one, which we haven't got yet. So for now, I'm just going to put that one over to there. Perfect. In fact, let me pick this one up. I'm going to put this one here, because I want to just assign him, because then he's done. Hold on. That was the 4th one, wasn't it? So we're going to add no. Yeah, sorry, let's do that 4th one again. that's going to be from here to here. So we have 1. This one's going to 2. Perfect. Good. 3 and then 4. Good. We can split this in 2. Nice and easy. These are just poorer quality, but that's fine. We'll get rid of the poorer quality first. Just to kind of get rid of it so it's out the way. And that's all going on there. So these are all being done. So these are all actually done now, so that's good. So we can go for... Let's get rid of the poorer quality ones, just to get rid of them. So we'll start drying them already. That's done. They're loaded up, ready to go. They're loaded up, ready to go. These ones are now done. So in terms of output here, the destination for this one and for this one actually, so we'll do them both. So hold on, we'll go the output here should be clicking both of these. We want them to go to the topmost quality. In fact, we don't even need topmost quality at the moment, but we're going to go there anyway. But we're going to go topmost quality and we're going to push them into here. So they're ready to go. Perfect. Then on this side, we're going to say same thing. Click on both of those, manage them. We want topmost quality. We want these to go to, I'm going to say the same one for now, but yeah. All right. So that's all done. And then we need another one that we can hire, and he's going to come and put them in from here and put them into here. So yeah, we don't have that yet. We can currently use the one who's doing the packaging. But I kind of feel like I just want to go and hire another person. So I need to hire another one. I feel like I want my skateboard for this, but I don't know where my skateboard is. It's in the other place. I don't really want to run this, but I do need to hire one more person. The one person I need to hire now isn't... it was one that was short. This is going to be a person who is going to be running stuff from... so they're going to be running it from... If you imagine where we had... past the police station here. I need to go to the left of the police station. If you imagine when we had the mixing, we want the people that are going to take it from the racks now. So it's all dried out. We're going to take it from the racks and put it into mixing. So we need one to do that. And then we obviously need people to manage the mixing as well. So we was almost there. We got close.
Ah.
Want to hire an employee, please? So we need another chemist to do mixing station. So we'll do a chemist for mixing in the barn. 2,000 sign up fee. Yep. And then we need one more, and this is a hiring employee, and this one is going to be a handler, package mover, and that's also going to be in the barn. And we're just short of cash, so let's use this cash machine down here. We're just going to withdraw 500. That's it.
Oh.
So I want to hire an employee. This is going to be a handler in the barn. Deal. Alright. Done. That's it. Now let's just go and assign those two people so they're done. We need some more cash actually. We're going to need... I'm going to take a little bit out of the bank. It's just easier to do that. But I need a little bit of cash just to be able to pay wages. Not that I need anyone to work tomorrow. I don't. In fact, no. Do you know what? I'm not going to pay wages tomorrow. I'll get the cash first. I do have a car or something fast to get into town with, as well as the van if I need to move around. But 40 grand for a fast car? Feels nice to be in the middle of nowhere. Alright, look at this. Looking great so far. Alright. So, I don't know where the other person is. Let's take these. We're going to put these on. Cool. And the good news is we've got all these to go, so... Alright, and then that can just stay on there for now. We get the next lot lined up. I'm ready to go. We'll just get this van out of the way. Nice. Actually, if I do that, that van can go. There's all my other people. Gonna finish this because I'm halfway through and I don't want to get confused. Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright, next one in. Just so it's ready. Alright, and then we've got the last one. Just grab the beans. Nice. Alright, so we can get that working. So, for that we're going to want chemist. Need to assign you a bed. Need to also remember who's been assigned where. So that's his bed, and his station is going to be these four. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's his 4 stations. And then managing the mixing stations is going to be quite simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't really want a destination in there. In fact, we don't actually want him... We don't want him to move them to anywhere, to be honest with you. They should stay in there, right? Because this is a process that is a little bit difficult to manage, so... But what we can do is take this person here and give you a bed. You can have this bed. Oh no. Yeah, okay, right. We did that right. Hard to remember who has what bed. We can get some signs and things a bit later. But you're going to be packaging, so what we're going to do for you... We're going to have to assign routes from and to. So you're going to go from here to here. You're also going to go from here to here. You're then going to go, and I need to change this later, from here to here. And then you're going to go from here to here. Now, there's a bit of a problem with this, to be honest, and we can automate it, but it is going to be a challenge, because when we take stuff out, they're going to try and put stuff in. But we do want this to always be loaded up, right? So we don't have to do this initial load up. So, yeah. we'll see how this one goes. We want to leave that in. It may just be that we can't automate this. It's just the game's not really designed to automate this section yet. It's early access, so just take this as a work in progress. All right, we're good. We're good. So the only thing I want to do is work on botany. Oh, we ain't got the cash for that, so that's fine. We'll do that tomorrow. So at the moment, no one's here. So I'm going to sleep. We're done for the day. We've done everything we can do. These are all done. Nice. Oh, yeah. I just didn't put more on, so take 4 more. Put those on and dry them. Get the next lot ready. Put those on, dry them. Get the next lot ready. So we've got them on the bottom, on the side. They're all ready to go. Beautiful. Then once all they're done, this is where I need the help, is to get them over here once they're finished. Good. And then they're ready to be packaged. Alright. We're good. I don't think we need to do anything else tonight. I think we're absolutely fine. Could do is selling some drugs tomorrow. So maybe before I go to bed tonight, I just do one quick set. That's fine, I can do that here. They'll be doing all of the packaging for us, so this will be nice. Having this automated is really good. Alright, and then there's the output. Bit of meth, bit of that. Happy days. Time to go to bed. That is a lot of work we've done today. Yeah, that was a long video today. We had a lot to cover, but I feel like we got through it all. Yeah, a lot to do, a lot to sort out. But the barn is set up. Everything's done now. We're good to go. We've got money in the bank. We just need cash now as well. Carry on laundering everything, which we can do. That'll be nice and easy to do. So we'll make some money tomorrow. Launder as much as we can. And then the rest of it we'll keep in cash. Start to build that up. Get people working after tomorrow. And the barn should now be automated. Alright, thanks for watching. Long video today, but yeah, a busy one. Let's get into late game. We need to get that last business purchased. And then we need to get the last venue purchased. But we're pushing through now. Let's see how we're doing. We're close. 680 XP. 15 grand again. Good. That's going to put us right on the cusp. So we'll get through this. So we've got tomorrow, which will be Bagman 5. And then the day after is where we'll progress. So 2 days of this left. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.